Hello. Alright. Stream's live. I'm just gonna boot dates. Hello, good evening. Welcome to Granny's Cookies versus Hooligoons. We're going to be kicking off shortly, just waiting for the lobby. Might play some games in the interim. I'm joined this evening by StesichorusTheWise and TheLibrarian.
Hello.
Say hello, gents.
Is this now
Hello.
where we say something?
Yeah, usually
the
the bit
where
when
you
someone
say the
introduces
word?
you is the bit where you say hello.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Hi.
right.
For someone who has been doing a podcast with me for the
hi.
last 4 weeks, or 5 weeks actually, you'd think you'd have got the bit. We'd have got this patter down by now. But it's amazing how you haven't.
It's just a bit. Oh, thanks, Elvis. Yeah, I'm my favourite podcaster in the world. Thanks, I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, we have him here. Stesi, the voice of Spotify, as he's also known.
That's me.
Stesi, we have you on because we want to have a God tier draft analysis. And if you perform well, we keep you on for the game, so you're on a trial period.
If you'd like to, I
Christ.
just message if you want to stay on the cast. Well, I appreciate that. And
Yeah, I'll
but
stay
in the interim,
around.
we're going to start off with a little game show. I don't know if you saw.
I need to turn my stream off again.
I
Oh
don't know if
God, I
you
do the same.
saw the
I was
previous
one of your
episode.
2 viewers, Kieran.
Aye.
Oh, that's not about the numbers, is it? It's about the VODs.
So much for chat interaction. Cheers. Cheers, Kieran.
Well done, Kieran.
A good product again.
All right.
Right, go ahead. What's the
Okay.
game show? I don't know the rules.
Do you not know the rules of the game show?
I don't think I do.
The game show it's basically Dota 2 hero Guess Who.
Okay.
So I will.
If you want to trigger Kieran, you ask a question including lore.
Yeah. So let me explain the rules. I've got a big wheel on the screen behind you that you can't see.
Okay.
I'm going to spin the wheel. It's going to give me a Dota 2 hero. You then have to ask yes/no questions, and you keep asking questions until you get no as an answer. And you are
Okay.
trying to guess the name of the hero. All right.
Okay.
What you can't ask is what's the name of the hero. That's the yes/no questions.
Well, yeah, that's fair enough. And will you message us the hero that we are, I presume? Or do we not know
Okay,
that?
No,
is my mic back? Hi.
What, sorry?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Is
Yeah.
my
Hello?
mic back?
So no, I
can
have a
hear you.
hero. Obviously, you can't see it, and you are trying to guess the hero that I have.
Oh, so
You're
me
taking-
and Librarian are guessing against you,
Yeah,
essentially.
yeah, you're taking it in turns. You're trying to guess it before the other person.
I see.
So I'm gonna spin that wheel. I am keeping an eye on the lobby, by the way. I don't know who's setting up.
I've been invited yet.
No, I know. I'll tell you when the lobby's up. It's not up
Yeah.
yet. Okay. So I have a
And
hero.
Stesi, by the way, you can't watch stream now.
Oh yeah, I'm not on stream
Yeah,
now. I've closed
Okay,
it down.
that's
So I have a hero. And you may now
Yeah.
ask yes/no questions about said hero.
Who goes first?
That's a good point. Let's flip a coin. As a guest, would you like to
I'll say heads.
say heads? And the answer is heads. So you may go first.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to go for a stab in the dark. Is it Nick's assassin? Just going to
It's
guess it
not.
straight away.
So you get
Damn
you
it.
keep asking questions until you get no as an answer. So that's that's you
I,
done.
I
No,
don't mind. It's a stab in the dark, you know.
It is a
It's a
stab.
1 in 200 chance, or whatever it
It
is.
is not a Nyx assassin.
Damn
Alright.
it.
Is the hero furry-like?
Is it what?
Furry-like?
I'm gonna say no.
Oh, we've been invited. Do they have 2 legs? Kieran?
No.
No. Okay.
Stesi, yeah, nice, okay. Does the hero have a mount?
Technically, yes. Oh, hang on. Hang on.
What?
If you mean a cosmetic mount, no.
What do you mean by a cosmetic mount?
If you could, how do I explain this? It's not called a mount. You wouldn't call it a mount.
Okay. Is it my guess?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's a no. It's not a mount.
Is it gyrocopter?
No.
Damn it.
Is it a universal hero?
No.
Huh.
Would you usually see them played as a support?
No.
No. Okay.
I'm confused.
That's not a question.
No, I know. It is a statement of
Okay,
fact.
so The reason they're not. You wouldn't describe the hero itself is riding something.
Okay.
You wouldn't describe it as a mount.
Oh. And it's not but you already said it's not a universal hero. I don't see any mounts anymore, or any non-technically mounted.
You wouldn't describe it as a mount.
Oh, this is so complicated. Is it a male hero?
Yes.
Oh.
Is it a strength hero?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, is it Centaur War Runner?
Nope.
Fuck.
Are there more than one entity?
I know it.
Yes.
Is it Alchemist?
It is Alan Chemist.
Oh,
yes. Back of the net.
That makes the score a 1-0. We're still waiting for players to join, by the way. That's hence we're sticking with this for now. Very important.
Librarian can guess first this game if he wants to.
That's the rules. All right, I'm respinning the wheel.
Okay, I'm gonna ask my question already.
No, you got to do the stab in the dark first, Librarian. Or you're a coward.
Does the hero have a mount?
No.
Oh, I'm not going to be a coward. I'm going to do stab in the dark. Is it Pudge?
No.
Damn
How
it.
glorious it'd be if that was your first guess and it was.
That's what I'm hoping to do. I'm just going to keep guessing. My first guess is always going to be a guess of a hero.
Is it a female hero?
No. They're a strength hero.
Yes.
Are they human-ish?
Yes.
Isn't like they're more person than not person?
Yes.
Okay. Do they wield a weapon?
No.
No.
All the teams are now in, so we're just waiting for the coin flip.
I think I have an idea who it is.
Do they wield a weapon? That's weird. Are they... Wait, Stessi, did you ask whether they're humanoid? And the answer was no.
I said human-ish, and they said yes.
It said yes.
No.
Oh.
Weapons, no. Human-ish, yes.
good listening from Librarian.
But I mean, human-ish is kind of...
Yeah, but it means it's not going to be like Primal Beast, for example.
Is it Undying?
It is Undying.
Yes, you see?
Congratulations. Right, it looks like
we're probably ready to go, aren't we?
Granny's Cookies have won the coin toss.
Roll booked. What nice pick. It's a name change. Oh, crap.
They changed the team name.
Oh, did they break the lobby?
Okay. So Kyle apparently changed the team name.
Oh no!
Oh dear, he's having a barnstormer.
That's a draft penalty and a half.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, the lobby's going to get closed down. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Hooligoons changed their name mid-toss.
That's maybe even a forfeit on technicalities because Kieran, you and I cast. And we have Stessi, and so it's a trifecta of bad casts.
What do you mean?
Because last time you were in, Kyle fell asleep.
That wasn't my fault. It was the pie chat that sent me off to the random nod.
It was stream sniping, heard the pie chat, and that was it. Carl's response was, "My bad, sorry."
My bad. I mean, fair enough. Everyone makes a mistake. We've all done it once, you know.
Instantly,
one troll,
both teams have changed their
rules.
team over. I'm guessing they're currently sending units round to Kyle's house.
Level 1 draft penalty.
Prevent him from
What's that even
closing
mean?
it up. I think that's level 1 draft penalty, maybe 15 seconds. Is it less?
I have no idea what the draft penalties are.
I believe it's 15 seconds. Been wrong before?
Is it first pick has to be Pudge?
Yeah,
that's the best.
That's more than a level 1 draft penalty for.
Can I turn on the stream now?
Yeah, you can turn on the stream. I guess we're not playing again because we're waiting for the cast.
Okay. By the way, my audio is acting out again, so
Kel surprise.
We might have some audio issues incoming. Brace. Brace for fun.
We got
Brace
some
for feeling,
audio issues. Must pick Pudge. Agreed. Right, into the draft. So, is which drop's going to get banned? Will Kyle have a game?
You've got to say this is so. As it stands, we should just say about the standings. With iShitters drawing with Granny's Cookies the other day, that actually puts them at a one game advantage over Hooligoons. So far, the two are neck and neck in terms of one draw, which was between the two teams, and Hooligoons had, and iShitters have both lost their other series. Now, this is not the last of their series, but if you look at who they have left to play, Granny's Cookies have. I believe they have. No, sorry, not Granny's Cookies. Hooligoons have the Goon, the Bad, and the Ugly. No, I'm completely making this up now. Granny's Cookies have
that's
left.
Good. Make up the standings.
Yeah, Granny's Cookies have left to play. Not Granny's Cookies. Hooligoons have just left to play the Billionaires. So that's quite a tough game for them. iShitters have left to play Bingus Academy, who are not the greatest of teams, and so you can see that there's a good chance here for.
Didn't Bingus Academy beat Jeff in one game?
Yeah,
so they can't be that
it was
bad.
the carry invoker, wasn't it?
They have good games and bad. They did beat in one game, but then the rest of their standings, I would say, don't reflect
5 seconds remaining.
that.
I mean,
they
at least took off the game of the group leader. Yeah, so they aren't bad.
They're kind of drawing with Granny's Cookies, really. They're 2-2-2 at the moment.
One question.
Pretty good.
Is Cool Llama usually part of Hooligoons? Because I don't think he was there last time, was he?
No, Llama seems to be a stand-in.
Yes. So
That's a pretty big get.
That it's who is he replacing actually? Is it Rebel? Yeah, he replaced Rebel. That's an upgrade. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No offense to Rebel, but I think MMR-wise, that's probably like.
Oh no, he's actually replacing Zeraxsas, isn't he? Oh no, Zeraxsas is Cool Llama taking the Pos 2 role then? Because Rebel's notionally down as the Pos 2. I know that Zeraxsas and Rebel would rotate around, but
they swap a lot, so I don't think they have a proper one and two.
Oh god, Venge. I hate playing against Venge. He's so strong at the moment.
It's very strong at the moment. It being a universal hero, the ability to just push.
Just click.
Yeah, just click.
People
get a bracer, and you're so tanky. Dazzle. So this is
Plus
going to be a
3
KB.
Dazzle?
Yeah, it's KBJ Dazzle.
Oh.
Witch Doctor was banned, as was Warlock. He also plays Disruptor, which we could have seen. And what's the other hero he quite likes?
Jakiro's he playing a lot of.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the hero he fell asleep on last time.
Yeah, that's right.
We also have a stand-in on Granny's Cookies tonight. We have Vesper for probably Weebs, isn't it? Weebs playing
yes,
for Granny's
you're right.
Cookies?
Yeah, normally it's a big weapon. He was the official replacement for Hungry Like the Wolf, who went AWOL after the first week or something. never to be heard from again. So who knows? So
I am not sure if that's a good for Granny's Cookies or a bad for Granny's Cookies, because I think Weebs is making big plays, but he's also not a Pos 5 properly.
Dire team pick.
With a 40% job interview win rate is Robertus.
Oh,
Slardar.
Okay.
Very
Slardar's
strong.
decent.
Yeah, Slardar I'm seeing a lot more in this most recent patch. I don't know what buffs he received that means he's getting picked up more, but it certainly seems to be having an impact.
Yeah, I like the Tide.
Yeah, it's a strong
I
offlaner.
think
Good
with
openers for
Slardar,
both teams.
one concern is, Pugner's a good option, but I was thinking also as a carry hero, something like Muerta, could just kind of go use your ult. He doesn't do anything anymore.
I think it's a double-edged sword, because if Slardar gets on top of Muerta and you put Amplifier, like the Corrosive Haze, on her, she dies in 2 hits. Like, the problem with playing non-armor heroes into Slardar is you just crumble.
So I like this Pugner idea. I do worry about Slardar just gets on top of him and bashes him down. He has the Decrep to save him briefly, but it's not going to be enough, I don't think. And he's not going to lifesteal off it. Especially with look at this. This is with the shard, that's a hex on your Dazzle. You have a bash from Slardar. You've got 2 stuns on Lion, and then you've got a Razor.
Very good lockdown team.
Whatever your carry you choose to go for, sapping their damage.
I think Razor is also relatively good against the old Tidehunter. So if they want to run that as a carry, they more or less can flex it to mid or to carry.
Yeah, I would suspect it's probably mid. Oh, okay. So they've got the battery in the form of the Pugna. So that's although actually no, the Pugna doesn't work anymore, right?
Isn't Razor a counter to Medusa?
And Lion to an extent as well as Mana Drain.
Yeah, yeah. They kind of picked the Medusa into two heroes you don't really want to play it into.
Even Slardar, the Bashes is pretty brutal.
The Pugna doesn't give mana anymore, I don't think, on... Oh, it's half as good. Okay.
He heals to full health.
Yeah, so it's not quite the battery that it used to be. All right, okay. Well, that's interesting. I don't feel like this is a great pick. I feel like you've kind of hindered yourself a lot there.
Is that the double Tranquil Boots Vesper or PowerPoint Pugna that we've seen before? I have a deja vu right now.
Yeah, it could be Vesper, isn't it? I
It
feel like
might be
PowerPoint
Vesper,
is
yeah.
the place 4 for them. But I guess then this could be 4 or 5, to be fair.
I'd have kind of liked to see something like Luna. Ags Luna magic damage. Because you just don't have to deal with Razor.
I think you just pick up a, like... What, you mean for
Granny's Cookies, get a Luna.
But then they have no one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have two people who farm
And one to
the
replace.
Medusa and the Luna.
Replace Medusa with Luna.
Oh, well, you can...
Oh, okay, sorry.
replace it.
So Luna would be
Nice.
carry.
Okay.
I mean, Vengeant Luna is pretty good because you have 2 auras, which used to be a pretty strong lane as well. I'm actually fancying running that, like a 5 Venge with a Luna, but...
I think we're just looking at a mid pick from Granny's Cookies here. I think it's going to be something like Spirit Hero, right? Although Spirit Hero into Lion's pretty bad.
No.
Still Storm.
That's exactly what I was thinking when I was saying Spirit Hero, and exactly what I was thinking when I was like, that doesn't feel very good into Lion. Because you just get stunned, right? He goes into the Lion gets the Hex or the Spike off, and then the Slardar gets on top of him and bashes him to death. The Dazzle could also, if he's quick enough with the Q, with the Shard, ruin this Storm Spirit's day.
I mean,
And that's a nice pick into it.
I think Hooligoons have the problem that they have no team fight. Like, none.
I mean, they've got they have Razor ult, but it's not very good. You need
stream?
more. It's not a good enough team fight, so it gets a lot of burst. Okay, so what does
Christ. I think I don't like. I like neither draft. That's my issue.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh.
I lost you for a bit there. You got a bit
Am I back? Okay. Yeah, I had it bugging out again. The Medusa's weird. But
I don't.
Other than,
I don't like this Razor one. Honestly, I would have liked to see a better carry if you're going to run Queen of Pain mid. I mean, there's still stuff like Jug was still in the pool, for example, or most carries were still in the pool. I mean, PL was banned, but and PA was banned. But I don't think much in the way the carry pool was banned out.
You could have. It's a pretty free Slark game, right? For Hooligoons, if you pick Slark against Tidehunter, miserable time in lane for him.
Same.
Got enough initiation.
It's the same issue about lack of team fight. Monkey King might have been quite nice.
Yeah, Monkey's not bad.
Monkey would have been nice, and it's pretty nice into Tide as well, because he doesn't want to stand toe to toe with you in lane. But it's redundant because they picked a Razor. I just think that if you're going to pick the Razor, you've got to have a better mid pick than the squad.
What about predictions, lads? Who's going to win? Kieran, go first. Who's going to win?
I think Granny's Cookies are, based on the lineup, I feel like they're going to take game 1. I think the Goons' ability to capitalize on this weird Medusa pick will not be much. The Hooligoons' ability, having said that, if they get on top of the Medusa early and she doesn't get the farm that she needs to become sort of this tank, then it doesn't matter. Hooligoons take it.
And
I think Granny's Cookies take this not on draft, but on the fact that they actually can press R on Tide and win every fight. I think that's honestly the difference.
I do think as well, Hooligoons. I wanted to say Hooligoons have the nicer draft.
We have a fight coming up.
They're going to be fighting straight walk up straight the hill into the Tide. Medusa gets the snake off, but it doesn't really do
Lion's
much.
probably going to die
Spineapple
first.
Spineapple just lives enough. Instead, they get the lion for the first blood.
I think
for me,
in general, you want to send your Slaughter up first.
Okay, so both Pos 5s got the first blood there.
Also, I'm going to put my vote on Hooligoons this game.
Okay.
They've got... I think there's less to go wrong. Apart from the carry, which is a bit questionable, I feel like they've got some heroes that are fairly simple.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me of the overlay. I'm just going to switch over now. Move us out of the way.
Please just bear in mind I'm trying my best here.
Medusa's got no region on her. Oh, she does.
You don't buy region on Medusa. That's pretty good. You buy Basilius, probably first item, because you only need mana region on Medusa. You can buy mangoes, but usually going stats is pretty good. Nice try though, Stesi. Besmirching the Robertus Medusa before the game even starts.
Besmirch everyone.
Yeah, we're watching this top lane quite closely. It is Vesper on the Pugna, so that's the little battery there.
Tide's at half health. He's dead.
6.
Tide's dead.
He's pretty low. Yeah, I think Llama just stays on top of him. He might be able to get one more click off. I think he's stuck with it. He might have done that.
I think this is even worse for the Tide because Tide has no regen on. So he just got gifted a tango, but this is pretty bleak for Spineapple.
His Venge kind of left him in late. Oh, KBJ's dead top.
Killed by a Q, I imagine. Just right click seems. I was watching the mid lane. The Zeraxsas has no mana. It's really hammering.
Paragon is going down.
Paragon dead.
It should die to the right clicks.
Okay, can I retract who I think is going to win?
Meanwhile, they get a kill on the Tide Hunter in the bot lane. Llama gets it off with the static field, plasma field. Sorry.
I think Llama will fucking rule this lane, but it might be the only lane that goes well for them because I think Zeraxsas is not having the best of times in mid currently. Well, I say that they are equal in farm.
Yeah, nice behind the lane ward here from Granny's Cookies. Just make sure those bounces from the snake always hit the last creep or catch a hero trying to escape. It's quite a nice placement of that. Kyle stepping up here needs to be very, very careful because he will just get clicked down if he's not careful running into this Pugna. Has his E, it is enough to save him, okay. Has to be just very careful playing there. And he should know by now that they have a lane ward there.
Vesper's playing this extremely well, by the way. Leverages the movement speed. He's now pulling for the enemy team, which is also great.
Meanwhile in mid, Archie's pushing in Zeraxsas quite hard, but it has the dagger on him and is really taking a lot of punishment here.
They both have a bottle.
Zeraxsas tries to steal Zeraxsas tried to steal the rune from underneath Archie, but Archie's be very careful here. He's quite low on regen. Needs to have use that tango. It's going to be important to see which of these starts rotating earlier, because I don't see the Storm really wanting to go on this on the Slardar, for example. But the Dazzle might be a nice pick-off for him. The Lion's pretty rough to try and kill, because even level 1, he's already got his Earth Spike. If he goes smart, by his level 3, he'll take the Hex, so he's got double Disable. Nope, double Earth Spike point.
It's pretty standard, I would say.
Yeah, that is the standard one.
I think you go 2-1-1, so...
Yeah, if you're looking at how the mid lane's going, you're thinking about the Storm potentially rotating, because if he's not having the best of times.
I mean, not at level 4.
No, that wasn't the level 4.
I think...
Good point. We don't really know who agreed that. It's a huge upgrade, I think, for them, just in terms of MMR, to have Llama stepping in for Rebel here.
Oh, they are going on Vesper. I think that is
the blood grenade finishes it off. Kyle got the kill. But has his boots in his backpack. You get away, Kyle. Put them in your inventory.
He's a liver.
He's a liver. bot lane shoved right at the tower. But still, Llama easily winning this lane on CS.
Top on last hit.
Yeah. Has more than 3 times.
Oh, the tide's got 9. Oh, God.
Yeah, 9 to 25. Not quite 3 times.
I like this harassed by Heretic. That's good. Oh,
but then again, Spineapple doesn't need to farm. Spineapple needs ultimate. That's it.
It's true. Now, here's the question. Yeah, Meme Hammer first item. I understand people like this. I hate this, but Librarian's an advocate for it, so...
I think I like it if the lane's going well.
Oh, it's
the lane's not going
very low. Archie decides not to dive for it, though. Has got a bottled water rune. And Zeraxsas only has 1 charge in a bottle. His bottle. Archie could just decide to stick with this. He has the mana for it. But the dagger is doing a lot of work on him. Has to pop the water rune, but might still dive the dagger.
Zeraxsas wins the trade.
Still better,
I mean, that's what Zeraxsas kind of wants there. You want to die and get back at the same time. Both of them not getting any XP, but it doesn't matter because he gets the first kill. So Zeraxsas is 6, while the Storm is still a little bit away from 6.
Yeah, means the mid lane is currently
top lane,
completely unoccupied.
The lads top are very, very low. KBJ and Heretic about a 5th health at most.
Kyle needs to get some more region shipped out. Actually, what does Courier bring then?
A stick.
Oh my god.
No, not for Kyle.
Kyle's got wards.
Must have been wards,
He's got no regen.
Yeah, needs to get some region shipped out here. I think this is one of the things Goons maybe sometimes struggle with.
Paragon.
Paragon should go down here, even with the save.
No.
One good mana snake and he'd be dead.
But I think if he steps up, he's dead on the stake.
He's dead. Yep. No, the snake bounce. What?
Oh, he missnaked.
Snake does not bounce off him.
That's criminal.
I think the yeah, this is the problem with the Goons. They've used the Raiden have used their scan and worked out that Stormers come bot, but also they have a Pugna sat on the high ground of the portal. Paragon does go down in the top lane. Vesper sat on the portal waiting to try and jump someone. Spots the Heretic, but this is maybe not the kill you want to go for.
I like what Llama's doing here. He's just avoiding the lane completely.
Zeraxsas is just sniping Vesper's courier. Pugna.
What was Zeraxsas versus Archd?
Yeah, he has Scream available, doesn't really want to use it though. But if he doesn't, he may be in trouble. He did manage to blink away, so that's alright. Should be okay though, is playing very aggressively, which is good. Well. Vesper going mid to try and help secure this kill on Zeraxsas, but will be able to make anything off it. He's running just straight at Zeraxsas, like walked alongside him for so long.
Nice. You've got to be tempted to drop the Scream of Pain soon.
I think so.
Or Sonic Wave, sorry.
I think if you bring someone else mid, I mean Kyle's come mid but has only mana boots and not enough mana.
You want the Lion. You want the Lion here for the stun.
Yeah, if you bring the Lion here, this is a dead Storm Spirit, I think. But I'm not sure that the Pugna has...
probably need to, but I'm not sure that the Lion can leave anytime soon, bottom lane.
No, you can't. Paragon very low again, top. It's his 2nd Salvy's bot already.
Yeah, this is the problem with not having... That's a lot of gold to spend on 2 Salves. This is the problem with not having your support there, and having against a Juicer, who can just click you down before you can even walk up to the lane. You need to have...
I think Slada... You see the problem with Slada here. If he's not winning the lane, he has a very rough time. And I think they made the mistake of not bullying this Medusa in the early levels.
I think
but again, it's like...
Probably put the Lion top, honestly. Oh, they're diving for Archd.
Maybe, yeah.
Do manage to get the kill. The Grave goes out to save Zeraxsas.
Oh, but the bench comes in.
Ooh! Was that the Pugna ward?
That's the Pugna ward, I think.
That was the Pugna ward, indeed, yeah.
Zeraxsas has Blink in 3. Heretic covering the escape with an Earth Spike. They still want to keep searching here. There's a lot of stunt damage from the Venge. If you just keep following here, I think they can...
the creep's gonna give him
this unavailable for Heretic.
Oh, okay, they're gonna go back on the Zeraxsas maybe?
Yeah, this is sort of weird moves. I think they could have just maybe chased that a bit more. Maybe they were afraid of walking into them. Archd just full lightnings down the mid lane.
He's half his mana.
Half his mana in one go to get back. When he had a he didn't have TP, to be fair. Maybe he TP'd into lane and then full lightninged.
We got Paragon. He's so low.
Yeah, I think Zeraxsas needs to come top and try to kill this this Juicer, but it might already be too late. Juicer has 3 points of mana shield.
God.
It might be too late, and it's maxed mana snake. So, what I think they should have done is put this lion top, because then you can just keep chipping away at the Juicer's shield. So she's never super happy with how her shield is going. It meant the Pugna couldn't step up to click the Slardar as much as easily, because he's risking an Earth Spike and getting bashed down as well. Instead, what happened is Kyle couldn't really contest against the Pugna, and so they couldn't contest the Pugna, and they couldn't contest the Juicer, and the Slardar just ended up really far behind.
I think they just wanted to have a stun bottom lane, but to be honest, the slow on Dazzle could have worked as well.
Absolutely.
With the poison touch.
If you poison touch and run down,
it is a tough call.
Should have been the Pugna, sorry, the Venge, even it was the Venge. They have brought the Lion top now, but they have got the Alta, but I don't think it's enough.
Yeah, there's Pugna and Venge up here now, though, so Pugna just dewarding casually.
Bum tower denied for those evil bastards. Oh, they make me so.
Yeah, and look at Vesper going double tranquils.
DD on Zeraxsas used, trying to use it to take this mid tower. Should be able to take this out much contention unless they bring both the Pugna and the Storm over, which they are.
Oh,
Spineapple going down bottom.
Terrible.
And it's no issue. Yeah, they get the Tide again. Tide is not having a nice time. Norton
Paragon dying top. Yep. A lot of action happening all over the map.
Always where I'm not looking.
But we have Llama rotating, so...
Heretics stood still, tried to Earth Spike, needs to ground target it if he's going to do that. Should be able to get a kill on the... the Juicer I was going to say, but just drain this...
She's got one. She's got one, she's going to live.
Yeah, she has a 20 stick to kill this Medusa.
So here.
Gets the Scream off. Low on the mana, but is that
enough? Still got a 20 wand.
Uses it. Venge is going to drop here. Tides come in, it's a big Ravage onto 2.
That's big.
Llama.
Zeraxsas? KBJ
graves himself. They should get the kill on Zeraxsas here as well. Low on mana.
They're all dead.
Paragon's amidst them, but it's not enough. They get the kill on the Venge, but to what cost? It cost them 3 of them so far. Potentially 4 if Zeraxsas doesn't get out here. But it looks to be fine.
Can I just say, Kyle did a big brain play there. He graved himself and then denied to the Ancients. To not feed another kill.
That's pretty good.
That was actually really, really good. I don't know if it was intentional, but it happened.
It was a good Ravage. It was just enough. They were about to burst down the Juicer, and then the Ravage saves them, and it got long enough that they get the recovery, and then the rest of the team converges, and they get the 4 kills from it. That was big plays. Has nearly finished. Oh, has finished. Juicer has finished Meme Hammer now. Pugna nearly killed himself. Can you kill yourself life draining? Off your
no,
you can deny yourself. Yeah.
That's funny. Nearly did it then. Cool.
Pugna is one of the few heroes that still can. I think the only one that can self-deny.
Razor has the Falcon Blade, is going and has had a Midas as well. Is going Manta first into BKB, which I think is the thing you want to do if you're playing a core.
Pugna is going a 3rd set of Tranquil Boots.
I don't understand this. Do they stack? What is the deal? Someone explain to me why you would do this. Is it just purely
because you get double? Yeah, you get double regen, so you can suck from afar, and you have infinite life to put into your cores.
Oh, this
it is bad,
level 11.
But
yeah, the Juicer is...
yes, KBJ, go in.
I gotta be very careful here, Kyle. So he's saving, I assume, for his shard, has 1,000 golds just sitting there, and no wand, by the way, just a pair of arcane boots.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It does the shard's good. I get it.
Yeah, it's a huge thing. It's a huge spike at 15 minutes if you can get that shard. In this game, I don't know that it does that much, right? There's not like your load of channeling stuff that you're trying to disrupt. Maybe the Pugna, and that's about it.
See, you gotta keep clicking him, Kyle. Click him.
Yeah, you gotta keep right clicking to get the benefit of this poison touch. I think if he stood there and held his ground clicking this thing, he would have died because the Juicer would have walked over. Who is just clearing stacks, by the way. Clearing an ancient stack on the side. So it's rather large in charge. Has the Dragon Lance, is going for Mant next, I guess.
even though it looks bad currently for Hooligoons, they are still in the game. It's only a 1k gold lead. Spineapple has very, very little on this tide so far, so everything is on this Medusa.
Storm
like they have no
Robertus
game
sitting
besides
on
on the
high ground,
Medusa.
waiting to jump someone.
Kyle is dead.
Kyle just walks into his death then. He sees them, because they both had Corrosive Haze on, so he sees that the Juicer is there. He sees that the Pugner is there, and he walks into both. He should get this kill on the Storm Spirit here. He does, but
the Ravage
is used. But he will
That's a
die
pretty
for
bad
this.
Ravage.
Oh, he doesn't die. How does he walk off there? Did they? Oh, they decrept him. So neither Tide nor Pugner could hit him.
Scream. Oh.
Pushes.
It's a
Oh,
bit
look,
late.
it pushes the river. Zeraxsas
No, she's dead.
Get out
Zeraxsas
now.
dead.
Don't stop to kill the courier. Don't do it.
Zeraxsas has 5
swap
seconds
ready.
to next blink. 2,
He's dead.
1.
Oh,
No.
just gets out.
Magic Missile was not on cooldown, I think, for the last second. Oh,
But this
cooldown
storm
might
is
be caught
TPing and
out.
zipping.
Doesn't see.
Oh, not zipping
Zeraxsas.
for the kill. Yeah.
Kyle nearly has the money for the shard. 1400 gold. Get the kill on Vesper. Llama has to be a little bit careful. It's
Llama.
running low, little bit low on health. Doesn't have the Bloodstone or anything like that, so it doesn't have any kind of protection here.
God, this Slardar's got nothing.
Yep, Slaughter has treads and a Morbid Mask. Actually, do they have Echo Flame? Is that what I just picked up?
It's
they've
got
got
Echo on the
Mom.
way now, but
No, it's Mom, I think, isn't it?
there's Mom. Oh, I don't know if I've forgotten about that.
It can work pretty good. It's like a discount Echo Saver for the... Isn't that the Quarterstaff Morbid Mask? That's the Mom, isn't it? Because you just dismantle it. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Still, how do they
I
get on top
just
of them?
think-
That blink. That's the next thing to get.
I'm also not sure that you want to activate the mom unless you can solo kill people and they are death balling. So I'm not quite sure if this is a mom game for Slaughter.
So, as a reminder, if Hooligoons don't win today, they don't take at least a game, they are going to have... Zeraxsas died to the Storm Spirit on the side. There's people dying left, right, and center.
Llama dead as well.
Lord. I think Vesper just soloed cool Llama with Pugner Ward and
Those three tranquil boots, that'll do it to you.
yeah. If they don't take a game today
Tabletop's got
against
shards.
Granny's Cookies, that means they have to take a game at least against Billionaires, and they have to hope that iShitters don't take a game off of Bingus Academy. So it's a really close one that could frankly settle the...
Zeraxsas has an Orchid. I did not know that.
This storm is
You get
dead.
the Storm.
Nice. That was a really good gank.
They got the finger kill. Yeah, Mom used. They do see
can't kill
Zeraxsas,
this
who has to be
bugger.
careful. They are running across for it. The kill on Quap. Doesn't get caught by the Scream, the Wave of Terror there.
They are running into fight though.
Okay, Kyle has
Paragon is in there.
Kyle has his Oh, it's a nice they get the kill onto Avenge. It's a nice start. Kyle is still living. Will die to tick out from the Meteor Hammer. Tide is not the hero you kind of want to keep clicking down, but if you can get Vesper here, it's a good kill.
I think now turn and
Juice,
ravage.
Juice
Yes.
has turned around, big Ravage. Juice is now clicking them down. There's going to be a dead Zeraxsas and a dead Paragon. They do manage to get the Tide Hunter in the end. Razor's in, but it's not enough damage, and it's hard to live through this Juicer burst along top of Pugner and the Storm Spirit.
This is full Skadi done, by the way, on this Juicer, together with a Dragon Lance and a Yasha.
it's
So
now
this
going.
Juicer is chonking.
There is no, I'm going to wait around and go to level 25 and I can use split shot modifiers. Nope. We're just going for the whole thing.
Medusa's 10-0-5. It's
And doesn't really have to worry with
This
the
gold
mana.
lead was... Yeah, this gold lead was 1k like 5 minutes ago, and now it's 8k. So it's spiraling out of control.
And has their own little petrol station, keep them topped up along the way. Which
petrol
is actually
station with three
double work for
trackers.
Vesper because he's got to keep up Storm Spirit and reduce his split mana.
Yo, green dudes, something bad is happening. In your bottom.
Yeah, so this, I guess the idea behind the 3 Tranks is you have more healing, therefore you can use your life drain more often. It's not about the movement speed, obviously the movement speed doesn't stack from independent pairs, but
I think if Vesper would get a halberd, that would like amplify his health regen, and he could halberd this this razor.
I guess he's.
But I know he refuses to buy anything but
Tranquils. He's got 2k gold in the bank. He could buy another pair of Tranquils right now.
Should just buy his shard, honestly.
Yeah, maybe.
Look at this, see, like half his health given to just top up Juice's battery for about 5 seconds. All the Pugnawall's doing so much work because they're all just casting spells on top of him. The Hex is great, it gets disrupts 3, but it's not enough. Heresy goes down, Paragon goes down. They get close to killing the Tide. Might pick up the kill, they do pick up the kill. But look how much work this Dazzle Q is doing. That fight was so much effort, so much work disrupting them. Paragon does fight back, he's on top of them. But he's just getting stunned and controlled. And this Mom means that he can't speed up.
Oh, Rampage!
The Juicer
one more.
Needs 1 kill for Rampage, will they get it?
Oh!
It's not quite enough.
100 health off.
Oh, unfortunately too slowed by the...
Venge died.
Venge might die to tower hits. No, but Zeraxsas comes in and gets the kill with Scream. No, the page. So this is going to be a lane of racks at least for Granny's Cookies here. Surprisingly, if not 2. I mean, even with the dieback, both the Lion and the Slider are up in 25 seconds. But what do they do into this? They do know that Ravage is... Ravage is up again.
Yeah, they didn't use Ravage in that fight,
so there's that omnipresent threat of Ravage.
Medusa might be overstaying a welcome a little bit. Medusa might die.
Storm zips in, but is out of mana as a result. The Ravage goes off. Should save the Medusa.
Oh, she's so low.
Low, may take out the dagger.
Hammer. She's dead.
Good work. Killed by Zeraxsas in the stream.
That is 1800 gold for Zeraxsas.
Huge amount of gold that just went away with Zeraxsas then. 1800 gold. Let's have a look at the fight recap in a second.
That was like 2,500 gold to Zeraxsas, I think, this fight.
Yeah, 2,300 gold to Zeraxsas and a 3,000 experience swing. In fact, nearly 4,000 experience swing.
I think you just buy your shots.
As I'm sure nothing will happen for the next minute, I'm gonna quickly restart my PC.
Yeah, right. I think if you use Zeraxsas, you just buy the shard, don't you? You got enough money. I get the BKB buy, but
maybe I should miss games more often. Yeah, I can say that Vesper's doing an excellent job. He's just playing the battery. He's just playing battery Pugna. So all he's doing is keeping the Medusa topped up the whole time and keeping the Storm topped up the whole time. I have to say, Robertus Medusa is quite impressive. He's really done well. He had a pretty free lane into the Slardar and the Dazzle. We were questioning earlier. I said they should have swapped the Dazzle and the Lions round.
I don't check Kyle's inventory.
Dare I? Is it gonna be a Midas?
No, it's worse than that.
This is not the game-winning item for you, my friend. I think you need
4-staff.
Just get a 4-staff,
honestly,
yeah. 4-staff or a Glimmer. Like, a Glimmer would be huge.
How much money is that? Is that 2,250 gold there? That's a blink dagger if you want it.
Yeah, even a blink would be good here. I mean, Lion's not buying a blink, so their initiate is Slardar blinking in. Slardar doesn't have blink yet. Has it very, very close to blink. Meanwhile, they are taking Roshana on the side of Granny's Cookies.
Yeah, it's the right decision. They should give it to...
I like this battery pack. I like this battery pack Pugna build, but it only works in this circumstance, right? Where you have 2 heroes you want to keep topping up.
I think it works in a game where, like, I have a feeling that, like, if Quap had her shard, she could just kind of jump on him with the Orchid as well, and just kind of kill him, and he couldn't really do much, but he's just been allowed to sit there and heal people all game.
Yeah, pretty much. And this Slardar should be getting on top of him and bashing him down, making him decrep and stop life draining, and then Quap gets on top of him and daggers him down really quickly. The problem is, they're so busy trying to deal with this front line And
that's the thing, you've got big beefy Tide in the way.
They have sighted out Cool Llama here. Has to be a bit careful.
Cool Llama is
seemingly unaware against the ult off.
Ravage?
Manta available, but it's Ravage is used to catch him, and the Storm catches him afterwards. Feature hammer goes down, and that's a dead Cool Llama.
That's probably game.
Yeah,
if they're going to push this building, it's going to be very difficult to defend without Razor.
Look at the network distance difference.
Oh, just Medusa on 19,
all that network.
19k.
19k network.
Ugh. Tide's got his blink. Not Ravage for 120.
Why does it always develop? So 140 gold to buy back on Razor, so it's not out of the question. But you have no buyback on anyone else except for the for Dazzle. So
yeah, Dazzle buyback doesn't really matter honestly. It's Quap buyback you need, and she won't have it.
I don't think they can take a lane though. So
why not? They've got Aegis.
Well,
it's more siege it. I think
they could slow siege it.
It depends how much they're willing to throw out the high ground. I mean, there's no
real
reason
they
couldn't start with a swap here. For example, the swap is available. They see Paragon, but a bigger kill would be on this swap. All of Hooligoons are up. Zip in onto the Lion, gets the kill straight on the Lion, and zips straight back out. Meanwhile, Paragon nearly dies to when he tries to cast Corrosive Haze. Kyle walks into his death.
Okay, never mind. They can take it.
Just walk.
Yeah, that's a combination of a zip straight onto the Lion, and killing it, blowing him up straight away, and then Kyle just walking in. Here to use Grave on Paragon, stop him dying to the Nether Ward. They are gonna make a go of it though. BKB pops on Cool Llama. He is in with the ultimate. They don't quite manage to finish the kill onto the Storm Spirit though, who zips away.
Reducer ult
used, keeps Paragon in place. He's not able to get in there much. Barely tickles the Juice's shield, and she still has Aegis, and Paragon goes down.
It's GG.
Cool Llama's still alive, trying to kill creeps in the base. Kyle's just walking up to the Juicer, so it's the death sentence.
Ravage up in 15 as well.
I honestly think this might be one of the rare games where you actually max mana drain on the Lion, and you don't max.
No, you do. You do into Juicer with a battery. It's just the way it goes, because you need to be able to basically counter this Juicer, and if you can get your shard, even better, because you want to avoid getting stopped. Juicer doesn't have the shard, right? The snake.
No, she doesn't have the Ags.
Sorry, I'm thinking of the Ags. I was thinking of the Ags. Stunning it. Should be a dead Kyle here. He graves himself. Has Q.
Nice.
Needs to just Q. He has the shard. Just Q them, Kyle. Q and keep right clicking them. Ravage used should kill Kyle here. It does. Llama is still in the midst of it. Still living on the edge. No buybacks available. If he dies here, this is GG.
He's certainly dead.
GG.
Quap is alive now, at least.
But can Quap stop them taking this now? GG's
they've called it.
GG's called.
Not really able to stop them taking these tier 4 towers.
Right. That spiraled out of control. Once the Deucer got the second item, I think.
Yes, a little bit.
It might not be the best idea to let a Medusa farm.
They're not going to let Juicer through this game. If they do, I'll be massively surprised. I can't remember what their other bans were. I knew there was a Witch Doctor ban from the other team. Not Witch Doctor, sorry, who am I thinking of? There was a Warlock ban. But even that, I think you prefer the Warlock over giving this Juicer Pugna combo again.
I think you need to, against Vesper, you need to ban the Pugna. I know it sounds weird, but because the build is weird, but the problem is if they don't jump this Vesper in the backline and kill Vesper early without losing too much, I don't know if they can win any fight with any hero. As the carry on Granny's Cookies. So Hooligoons needs to find a solution. Either they need to find a solution to this hero, to Pugna, or they need to figure out how to how to draft differently. But this draft also, I don't like it. Like I understand why they want to put KBJ on a comfort hero, but give KBJ something with team fight.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see like a Lich. I feel like Lich could do wonders in these games. High damage in lane, good save with Frost Shield, a good ult, a sort of stun with his E.
Was Jakiro banned?
No, Jakiro wasn't banned either.
Okay, I think you picked Jakiro. Jakiro is the best hero in this year's International, I think, together with Slardar. Even though we saw now how Slardar gets punished. But yeah, I think they need to pick something like Jakiro so that they can also at least have some form of team fight in areas where it's advantageous to fight, like in pathways.
Can I put something forward here?
Sure.
I'm thinking Grult and Lich.
No, it's too complicated. It is too complicated.
It's 2 buttons, but I'd love to see it happen.
2 buttons. Just get a Grult. Get your double Lich ult. It's just too strong.
When it happens, amazingly, it's things. But what happens is you've got double the Lich ults to bounce to the wrong things. That's all that happens. It's nothing to do with kind of a heat-weakness.
You've created your own.
Yeah, I've got until
channel.
1. You create your own channel.
Oh no, Kieran! I forgot to put on open mic for game 1.
Yeah, so did I as well.
Oh.
I also forgot to put on open mic.
Consistency.
Apologies
nice.
to anyone who's listening on the. I may forget to mute
on the ticket.
Is it voice chat team?
If anyone's listening on the voice chat. Yeah, bottom one.
Yeah.
Voice chat.
Don't forget to mute co-broadcasters.
Yeah, that's already set on. Yeah.
Okay. Whoopsies.
So, anyway, have you got any mid? I mean, it's good. It looks like it's going to go straight into game 2 by the looks of it.
Why do we have Bad Lads versus Team Stray here?
Where?
I'll just say something.
In the lobby.
Are you in this? What?
I'm talking party. Sorry, you're right. It's not the ticket. It's just the title.
Oh, it's the title.
I think it's just the lobby title. I don't think it matters. I think it's just the. Oh, okay. All of.
Oh. All of Hooligoons are gone.
All of Hooligoons just bailed.
Right, I'm getting in, lads.
What is GF versus?
He's changed it. It's GC versus HG.
Okay. Get out of there, Kieran. Don't make his life harder.
Don't. Last one was to cock up the ticket.
No! Don't do that
Don't
with the
change
teams.
the ticket. Yeah.
Really.
The last thing I want to do is be responsible for cocking it all up.
Oh God!
Calm down.
You troller.
Bing chillin'. Anyway, while we're waiting, Robertus joined us in the pod. Excellent. While you're waiting, if you didn't see, we released a guest episode of the podcast today. Guest episode featuring Zoe Bechamel of Too Hot for Dota. You can get a link directly to it if you scan that QR code on the screen. But I have to say this because I had this before as a random QR code. Don't scan random QR codes. If you don't trust me and you're on the Discord, you can find the link on the Discord as well. But I promise you it's the link to the same place. I thought, QR code, that's sensible. And Stennis was like, no one would ever scan a random QR code. And I was like, shit. Absolutely right. No one would just scan the random QR code on the screen.
What's going on the swap round finally? Because we need to swap sides because Granny Cookies need to join radio.
Yeah, for sure.
I think. Paragon and KBJ refusing to join the team. Maybe
I think I need to make also a very bad comment.
What's that?
I think Paragon needs to step up and play better. I know that's hard. That's hard to say, but I honestly think so much relies on Paragon in this team, and I think he just cannot get giga stomped in the offlane. He needs to find a way to at least draw this lane and hold the tide, because otherwise it's just they have nothing. They have nothing in the tank as a team.
They need to make sure that they are picking up a support as well that can pressure this lane well. Right, or into a draft. Yeah, if they don't pressure this lane well with the support as well. I mean, Vesper plays pretty good. I don't think they can afford to let themselves get bullied out of both the off lane and then be heavily reliant on the safe lane when the safe lane wants to go off and the carry wants to go off and farm.
Yeah, and I think Granny's Cookies need to accept that their off lane is a lost lane, and they just need to make sure to win the other 2 lanes. Yeah. I don't think that Spineapple can outplay Llama.
No, and this is what they did in game 1, and it seemed to serve them well. That's a Venge ban. Interesting. I would have thought they might want to pick up themselves. It's a really strong hero at the moment, but it does involve a lot of positioning and timing on the swap. Something I'm well aware.
I'm just saying, it's a little bit cringe to ban Witch Doctor in every single game. They've already 1-0 up.
Yeah.
I think you can let it go through.
I think so too. But Granny's Cookies are fighting for the lower bracket place. They are safe.
That was a stomp we just watched.
I know.
It's just like, so, come on.
Granny's Cookies, I think, are sitting in 6th place. So them winning. If Bingus then lose their next 2 games, it puts, or if Bingus and the Ugly lose their game, it puts them with a chance of getting into the upper bracket. That sounds bizarre because they'd have to raise 2 spots, but if they win this and other teams lose, it gives them a chance. There's the Juicer ban.
Juicer ban, nice.
I think they made the crucial mistake of not identifying what the problem was. I think they thought the problem is this Medusa. I don't think the Medusa is the issue. I don't think so.
Apparently Robertus is quite good on Medusa. This isn't the first time he's turned up on Medusa and done well on it. So I think that...
I just think you have many solutions to this hero now. It's not that strong anymore. If you don't have someone who can... I mean, they could pick a Kotl as well with it. They could pick a line with it and mana drain into it. So there is a way to battery it.
So
but
the problem is,
I don't think Juicer is good.
You're making the same mistake Emu made, which is you are asking too much. Why would they try and play around it when they could just ban the hero? Right? Rather than having to think about how they're going to arrange their lineup when they don't have a massive hero pools across all of these players to try and counter a hero on the enemy team, just ban it. It's 1 ban.
Kieran, I have bad news for you though. They need to figure out any solution against the enemy heroes.
I agree.
It's not that they will have other issues now. At least they would know what they want to pick.
Librarian. We saw it in the previous game with Hooligoons, especially against. Who was it before? Anyway, they were playing against a PA and they picked like Viper, loads of counters to PA, and still got decimated by the rest of the enemy team. I think you for these games you just ban the problem hero. You ban the thing.
And you're saying, I get that you're saying that Pugner is the problem for them. But if you think about what's been more threatening in the long run, a Medusa or a Pugner, then of course you're going to ban out the Medusa. Particularly one without the other is not as good. Now,
I think Granny's Cookies pick Storm now, and then they
are. Can't pick Storm, it's banned.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
Hooligoons have let them do the meta banning. They banned out Tide as well, and banned out X.
10 seconds left.
So, what are we going to see here? Probably
5 seconds.
Give Llama something like a Jug or a Sven. I think Hooligoons need to pick a really strong carry for Llama, so he can just solo carry the game if he has to.
I assume this is a KBJ Shadow Shaman.
Yeah, it will be.
It could also be a Heretic Shadow Shaman, actually. Whichever way, they have to put this 5. I don't think you can put this 4 into knowing that you're running it into a Pugner. You're going to have exactly the same issue you had last game. It can't pressure the Pugner out.
You know what I would like? I would like Llama to pick up a Sniper or a Drow, because then Granny's Cookies needs to break into formation and like catch a hero that can plink them down from the backline. That's a Paragon Kunkka? Maybe?
Isn't Kunkka meant to be really strong?
Offlane Kunkka seems to be doing reasonably well this internationally, yeah. I think he's kind of at this point where he's pretty strong, and then he will receive 1 or 2 more buffs, and he's broken. And then he gets Giga nerfed.
I do like that Drow suggestion. I do think that would be quite nice. I think you need a bit more beef in front of you, though, for the Drow pick. I mean,
I would say like pick an ogre, for example.
So,
pick an ogre, stick it up front.
It's worth noting that
What about
Hooligoons
Abaddon?
do have a coach, and Tom Falco is in helping them draft. The problem is, I think he has this issue that we've seen in other series where Hooligoons don't have enough of a pool between them, each even, to properly sort of create counters to the enemy. Most of the time, you're just trying to create a coordinated effort yourself, let alone what the enemy team's doing. So last game, for example, was quite a good draft, but in general, it was a good draft. Okay.
I like
Skyrath into Rubik's a bit weird because you just get every spell
into Pugna. Oh, the Nether Ward.
Actually, that's a good point. I
This is
forgot
going
about
to be a
Nether Ward,
KBJ
yeah.
Skyrath, and he's going to blow himself up on the Pugna Ward at least once.
No, it's a KBJ Shaman.
Yeah, it's KBJ Shaman.
Oh, I like Night Stalker pick.
Okay, so these are two very strong picks from Granny's
So
Cookies.
Hooligoons lost.
Yeah, they've lost.
Now
Night
you
Stalker
can't,
absolutely
pick, you
peel all
can't
of
now
them.
pick that Drow or that Sniper because you've got a Night Stalker coming at you from the wings. I think pretty much you need a
10 seconds.
Iron Juggernaut would be a safe enough pick, I think.
I still kind of like Monkey King a little bit.
Isn't Monkey King into
No, you
Viper
get
really
broken.
sad? You get the break on you.
Yeah, I mean
It's a good
everything
lifesteal.
is sad into Viper though.
I think you just but with Monkey King, you
Joke's
can go
on.
on the Pugna and Rubik for free. You jump around the fight and you get to the two supports that are in the back, and hope that Kunka can
I don't
survive
think
a
in
Night
this
Stalker.
fight, I don't think in the lineup it's going to be his responsibility to
Oh,
get
Jug's
Juggernaut.
good.
Yeah, it's
Right,
not
okay,
his
I like Jug.
responsibility, I think, to try and get the back line.
I think the Juggernaut will have the problem that if he tries to solo Omni one of the enemy cores, they get decrept.
10 seconds.
And I think that's probably the Juggernaut done.
If I was playing Hooligoons side, I would be going. Your job is to go and do this. So Skyrath, your job is to just silence this Pugna.
Banning time.
Pugna or Rubik, doesn't matter which. Just get on top of one of them, silence them. If you can get one or the other, doesn't matter. Shaman, your job is to just shackle this Viper or this Night Stalker. And then let the Jug get in there and be a menace. And Kunka gets his, to start cleaning off heroes, to dump a bunch of damage in whilst living. I mean, we played against a Kunka earlier who went Blade Mail, Phase Boots Blade Mail Heart, and he was practically unkillable because you just couldn't get through it and quick enough before the rest of the team could pile on. And they could have that same situation here. I don't suggest it as a good build. I'm just saying that's what you played into.
I questioned Granny Cookie's banning there. They banned Huskar. You would not pick Huskar this game on Hooligoons.
I don't. Yeah, maybe that's just a safety thing. Who's
It feels like a wasted
It's
ban.
Zeraxsas.
5 seconds.
Is Zeraxsas playing Huskar?
No, it's
Does he
banned.
play
I don't know
TA?
why you banned
No,
it.
but does he even
No,
play
I
it?
so.
I
Does
don't
he
think
play
so.
TA.
I think Paragon plays Huskar, but it's not the best Huskar in the world.
It's also against a Viper, so it's just going to be terrible.
Hmm.
I don't know what's good into a Viper. As a mid, like the Zeus
Sniper.
maybe.
Sniper is the classic counter to it.
I
mid.
don't hate a sniper, but then you have this problem with no front line, so you need the Kunka to really
Yeah,
tank
you
up.
don't pick Sniper this game, but it beats Viper in late at least.
I
it
still
should
don't
do.
hate sniper, but I wouldn't hate
I
sniper.
honestly think they pick something like Zeus to just have more damage.
Right,
Yeah.
I've got the solution. Pudge.
Butcher.
Just pudge it. Pudge down mid.
Block.
I mean,
If Warlock wasn't banned, I would say Warlock mid is the better pick than Pudge mid, but
honestly, I could see a Pudge. I could. If you hook people out the way, especially like Rubik, Viper even, get them at the wrong places. Because Viper just wants to sit there and click you. Pudge just drags you in there.
get a Pango.
Radiant's up.
Ooh, I like Pango.
It is Sniper.
Yeah, Sniper. Okay. It is
See,
the classic Viper counter.
I don't know whether it's a good thing or a bad thing that we predicted the hooligan calls that. What that says. Like, is that have we oversimplified this? I mean, actually, simple's good, I think. What do you think is going to come out for Granny's Cookies then? We're looking at
Spectre.
+1, presumably. You think
Spectre.
God, Spectre would be a nightmare for them to deal with.
I think Spectre just destroys them. Especially Sniper.
I think they could also pick something like anti-mage that just split pushes, but it's bad against Kunkka with the axe. So, I think they can pick a ranged carry to counter this. They can pick the Drow, for example. I can also see them picking a Slark if Slark isn't banned, because it bullies the Kunkka out of lane pretty much. And it also has great escape for them in team fights with the shard, so whenever the Omni Slash goes down, they just put the shard down.
Spectre.
Okay, they pick Spectre.
We did some good predicting in that.
I just knew
it's
it.
like we actually did drafting.
That's why we have Stesi on.
Okay, so it's KBJ Shadow Shaman. So I really hope they put this 5, and the Skyrath 4, and then the Skyrath and Kunkka should be able to bully the Spectre like heck. As long as Heretic doesn't just stand there spamming spells on the Pugna Ward. I mean,
I just
Shaman
say if
Zeraxsas
maxes Q this game, I'm gonna be sad. He might need to do it because otherwise he gets pushed on the tower. But I think they need physical damage out of him early.
I think with this lane you've got to get the passive that gives you more range on one of your attacks. Is it headshot?
Headshot,
yeah. It's called.
Take aim even.
You got to go a lot. Take aim, whichever one it is.
Whichever one it is. Yeah.
Whichever one gives you more range, you take that against Viper and just plank him in lane and hope to harass him.
Yeah, it's a bit suspicious, isn't it? The fact that we called them both teams stream sniping. Judo, if they pick Troll,
stream snipe me.
Take aim, range, headshot, damage. Take aim sounds like range, so that's fine. Take aim, range. Okay, chaps, which draft do we prefer here?
Granny's Cookies, easily.
I still like Hooligoons draft. I don't hate it. It just comes down to execution.
It is better than their first draft, but I don't understand the Skyrath. I really don't understand this pick. What does it do? I don't see it. I really don't see it. But I can see Hooligoons work, because if they get the boat down before a fight breaks out, they actually might... because people don't understand how much the damage reduction is, the run buff. So, that might be their saving grace.
This is so weird, by the way. Have you noticed that they've changed the intro so it's further zoomed back? Right. But you can tell it's bugged because you can see gaps in the terrain when it loads in.
I'm going to toilet. Be back in a minute. So.
Okay,
perfect start to the game.
So,
I've already predicted it.
It's a Robertus POS 1 Spectre, a POS 2 Arch D Viper, a POS 3 Spineapple Nightstalker, POS 4 Microsoft PowerPoint on Rubik, and a POS 5 Vesper again on his battery Pugna. On the other side we have a Cool Llama POS 1 on Juggernaut, POS 2 Zeraxsas Sniper, POS 3 Paragon on Kunkka, and POS 4 Heretic on Skyrath, with a KyleButtersJr on Shadow Shaman POS 5. Both teams going round the long way for a gank. Only one of them is smoked up. I can't wait for another team.
They break smoke on the tower, and they think a hero is there, I think.
I don't know about that. I think they're just... I mean, this is terrible, right? Because if the heroes were sat on this high ground, they just stood there on the low ground for a really long time.
I think they knew what's what when they didn't find a hero. So I think they just know that they did the old wraparound into the old wraparound.
Carl's not careful; he's going to walk
there
straight.
Might still be a fight mid.
Zeraxsas has taken headshot level 1.
That is okay. I think
it's fine to try and secure these ranges, isn't it? So both team picks up 2 runes. I think, Skyrath they should be able to bully the Spectre out as long as they're careful with the Pugna Wood. Mid is going to be pretty even, I would guess, and then I would say that top is probably going to be a little bit in the favour of Granny's Cookies, depending on how well they use these shackles. If they get some early kills with spin and shackles, this could be a really nice lane. We have taken Fade Bolt level 1 on Rubik, so no save at level 1.
I'm back.
It's been 3 deaths and...
No, there hasn't.
No, there hasn't.
Okay, BJ. Get the sentry.
The sentry, please.
Carl's taken shackles level 1. Random blood grenade and just both chugging blood at each other.
Oh no.
Well, they're dropping very low in the bot lane.
I like the body block by
Paragon got
KBJ.
nice cleaves off there, but both Heretic and Paragon seem quite low now. Vesper looking to come around with the Q. Does manage to clip Heretic, but it's not enough to save him. He does have a wand available, which is smart. It's a good idea. First death goes to Zeraxsas, dies in the mid lane to Viper. Not even close. Gosh, instead.
You're getting a kill.
Yeah. I think the problem is with Zeraxsas did the boo-boo and now put a point into Q.
Yes, that's
I think the problem is his range is so low that he now gets outranged by a poison attack with a similar attack range. So if he doesn't take his E, he has a bad time because he needs to step up to last hit.
You need to max take aim and headshot.
It's 575 to 550 on sniper, so 25 range difference. The problem is, yeah, he's got to put these points of shrapnel now because he's afraid of stepping up to getting killed by this Viper. Kyle has got shackles available. Could just look at shackling could have shackled the Spineapple there.
They have a big wave pushing in though. So
that's true. Kyle's stood taking hits from it, so it's pretty rough going.
Get that ranger, Kyle. No, that's the creep that Llama wants to hit.
So far, both carries last hit well, though. I think we again see a little bit of a difference in the off lane. Spineapple struggles again, but overall, I think the disaster is brewing in the mid lane for Hooligoons this time around.
But the Hex has got shackles available, but they have got creeps. They don't really want to stand there clicking it.
Yes, Zeraxsas, I hope you start realizing that clicking him is good. I know you get the corrosive skin slow, but it's got to click him.
I'm unsure what Zeraxsas is doing. Like the double Wraith Band into not building it like skill wise into right click is very questionable, I would say. But I mean, maybe it works out. Let's pray. Let's hope and pray. Paragon has a way better game though in the offlane so far. So this is already going according to plan, and maybe they can now afford to lose the mid lane.
Oh, Heretic very nearly let himself on the Netherward. Takes 2 big hits from it after Qing and Wing. Still in the Netherward range. He can see the Netherward. He can see him taking the damage. Come on, Heretic. You just gotta click it down, mate.
Paragon doing pretty well. He's doing pretty well this game, this lane story. I like it.
Zeraxsas denied both water runes just there, so I think that's pretty big.
Then RGD
has a bottle. So.
Yeah, but he's also not really having to step up and use his mana on securing last hits. He's pretty able to just like look at him where he is. He's positioned just off to the side of the wave, practically zoning Zeraxsas out.
I feel like the 12 denies speak for themselves in the mid lane.
Yeah.
It's just pretty sad.
Because every time he shrapnels, the Viper just sits there out of the range of shrapnel, denying the creeps in it. And now he's used shrapnels, so he's now just able to go and walk up to Zeraxsas and just spit at him. The headshot's doing some work, but he knows that Zeraxsas isn't queuing. He must have no queue, so I can just sit here queue it. I can sit here poison spitting him.
He has 5 poison attacks on him. Ooh. That was very close.
I think if
RGD just reapplied one, yeah, that would have been it there.
That'd have been mid-1 probably as well, because I think as soon as Sniper dies once, Viper hits level 6 so much earlier.
Viper now also has boots advantage.
I really hope Kyle's not rushing a Blink Dagger.
He will be.
He's got 700 gold. Just buy some boots, friend. You can get these boots.
No. He's just forgetting that he needs to do that.
So now, he's going to use the shackles, but it's no good.
No, it's not good.
You have now too late.
Night night time.
Yeah, you have nighttime. You've got Void, and you've got Lift now on there, so you're not getting a shackle spin kill. Anyone on the bot lane, they're putting some damage onto Robertus. Paragon's be a little bit careful here.
And we can just see that Spectre Pugna is a much weaker lane than Pugna Medusa is, so as much as I like the Spectre pick, it is weaker in lane. It just is.
Denies the regen room, which is quite good in the mid lane. It does take a bunch of poison stacks for his trouble.
And this Viper's 6 now. I think if Viper gets the ultimate on the old little sniper, that's a data.
Yeah, he can just sit here, comfortably zoning out the sniper, I think. Oh, uphillness. At least Zeraxsas in this position where he doesn't really know what to do. He hasn't got the shrapnel charged in case the Viper goes on him. Actually, he should just
he needs to shrapnel now.
Yeah,
okay.
It's just a dead sniper.
Good.
It's too late.
He's just dead. He's just level 7 now. That's just... It's 2 levels advantage now. It's over. Mid lane is officially dead.
So this camp's
Juggernaut dies as well to Spineapple. And the old Rubik.
Haven't got the Wisdom Rune though.
Yeah, but they get both Wisdom Runes. That's actually worth it, I think. That's worth trading the kills there.
So Paragon should know this camp is blocked, but hasn't pinged it out or said or marked in any way to say this camp is blocked. Because it should have respawned a minute ago, and he walked over to see it. But couldn't see. He should see the Obsword. Yeah, they do get the Obsword. Okay, so they definitely communicated that was blocked, or at least was noted. Zeraxsas could just get run down again. Viper has ultimate in 3 seconds. And Zeraxsas are already sitting on less than half health.
I think Viper's a little bit low. It's a bit risky.
He's a coward.
Pugna instead, though, reckons he favours his chances of it. He is 6 on Zeraxsas now, so look forward to that assassinate at some point.
Oh, he has maxed shrapnel.
Hooligoons have drawn a series against iShitter, so they won 1 game each, which actually was KBJ's first Goon International win, because they didn't win any series last year, and Chrono's first Goon International win on iShitters. So.
Okay, I don't understand why Zeraxsas didn't pick up the shield rune. Like, it is fine to also sometimes pick a rune. You don't need to
the shield rune's
them.
great, because it means he could stand his ground a little bit more against this Viper. But instead, just denying it means he doesn't get anything from it. It's not like the Viper was that close to it that he had to deny it. He could have got it from him. They're pinging out for help. They have got Scareth has come mid as well, and Kyle is also making his way mid.
Gank in the bot line on Paragon. I think he should be a nice torrent.
It's a very nice torrent. Definitely saves his bacon there.
Meanwhile, and now in the mid line, ArchD taking a little bit of damage, but he should be fine. Yeah.
Should live here. Viper, Jug got a spin off on Rubik, was body blocking him quite well. Able to get quite a lot of damage on him, but not enough to kill him. Thanks to that Fade Bolt, the damage reduction. Makes it really sad to last hit on a core when you have that Fade Bolt on you. Kyle really sort of chancing it here, just standing in the river between the 2 sides. Very obviously rotating. Has been scouted out by the Pugna.
Well,
Does get hexed,
but
I don't think you want to hold these shackles. Because you've got a Spectre just whacking away at you, Kyle.
Spectre's doing no damage at all, though.
Yeah, he's not doing anything right now.
I don't think he really bothered chasing.
But I think he still gets the kill, if nothing else. I mean, is it worth it? Probably not. If they'd been smart, they'd have all turned on this sniper, this lad now. But he has got ultimate still, I suppose. Paragon could be in trouble here. They are making a move on him with Spineapple and Vesper. Neither has hit their 6 yet, by the way. But unfortunately, Paragon doesn't have enough mana for boat. And the X does distract him.
I think the Sniper Stalker could have done better. They're like not level 6 yet. They've only got phase boots. Last hits at 20 almost. Paragon's got 38 last hits. It's more than this mid.
Spineapple is a relatively new player though, so.
KBJ comes top. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the catch to try and get hold of this Rubik. Gets the hex off on him. Should follow the shackles.
There, but if he kept going, I think
Spineapple off to the side though. Also looking for a fight.
He's only got one void in him.
And it doesn't mini stun during daytime, so he could have held the shackle there on KBJ.
Yeah, so a lot closer game lanes so far in this game. then in game 1 for both Hooligoons and Granny's Cookies. Interestingly, the Viper and the Spectre are starting to really outfarm this Jug. I think this Rubik has really been hindering the Jug, sort of keeping him here, like denying as much as he can, while the Spec's had a relatively free time wandering around because Paragon's been sat bot, but doesn't seem to have gained much from it. They are going to look to take the bot tower
here. Leave here. Spectre really needs to leave.
They should get the Spectre here. The Torrent misses, but they should die to Zeraxsas clicking him.
They don't have the damage.
No sniper.
They don't have the damage and not enough.
That's so rough.
Also, yeah, Heretic really should have stepped up and just kept clicking this lad rather than trying to like click the tower. They will get the tower for it. And Granny's Cookies are now starting to bring the numbers in bot to try and intercept. But I guess they just decided...
They've also lost the mid tower though. I don't know if it happened in the meantime. It did, yeah.
Yeah, it happened while that was going on.
What's this cornucopia building into on the Viper? Let's have a look. What's a look here?
It's a little bit of a random cornucopia. It could be, doesn't it build into Lincoln Sphere? Or into Orchid. I think it's Orchid or Lincoln Sphere, probably.
Battle Fury.
Orchid on Viper feels a bit weird.
Go on, Viper Battle Fury.
Battle Fury Viper, classic. Oh, Spectre up top.
Has to spin out here. Really just needs to, should have just TP'd, I think. Snakes go down and do catch the Spectre, but he's got phase boots, so he just walks off. Needs to direct those snakes to be hitting a little bit of a squishier target there.
Well, there's the battery back here again.
Battery back action. They should just take this tower now. I think it's a fairly quick tower kill for them.
Yeah, they've got it, no problem.
By the way, if I was Paragon this game, I would be furious if I rock up at 12 minutes into the game in the mid lane and I see my mid laner for the first time in the same screen and you're the same level after this guy had a solo lane of XP.
Zeraxsas also has no mana, which I know you're playing Sniper and therefore that's not your main concern. Oh, he's going from Midas.
I don't mind that. I think that's fine. I think that's fine because they are playing for the late game. Like once Llama has his Battle Fury, he will outfarm the Spectre, and Zeraxsas needs a way to catch up. And
Llama is still 1500 gold away from his Battle Fury. And the Spectre does have Blade Mail already, so he's just going to pop Blade Mail.
The spin on Rubik. It looks so goofy.
Yeah, just let KBJ die. It's fine.
KBJ. Oh, would you like a top up, Mr. Viper, sir? No gas station on Viper. He's got how many pairs of tranks? 2 pairs of tranks finished. Is he going for a third?
He's going for an Orchid on Viper. That feels a bit weird.
Oh, I think Night Stalker might have misskilled his level 6.
Yeah, it looks like it.
His ult.
He hasn't taken his ult.
No.
Paragon goes down, gets the boat off. It's going to be a lot.
Oh, nice. The boat is good.
It's a lot onto the Viper, who should go down.
Llama just... Oh my god. Spineapple with the W was
right
brilliant,
in there. Good thing...
Did you see the silence? Crippling fear during daytime, making it impossible for Llama to press his ultimate there.
Yep. And he did manage to get...
As if it was misleveled. That was the big brain play.
Thank God that Zeraxsas had all those points in shrapnel, though.
Well, I mean, he has the Midas finish now. So.
He has finished the Midas.
And good news, he's going directly into Hurricane Pike, so he's decided to never do any damage this game.
It's Kieran's favourite thing, this.
Yeah, Hurricane Pike, I love it. I love this. And I bet he buys the 4-star first as well.
Yeah, because it's the buy order. That's how you need to build items.
I don't think he will. I think he will build the Dragon Lance and then he'll go into the 4-star. The problem is, by the time he has this Dragon Lance, I reckon the game's over at this current rate. They'll just run them down. Like, Radiant looking so strong right now. What he needs to be doing...
This Viper is gonna kill the Sniper because Sniper doesn't realize that he's been spit on by ArchD. Yeah.
It's a rough one. It's good shackles onto the Rubik. Not enough to get the kill though. Now the Spectre's amongst them. You can't do this, Kyle, unfortunately. Oh, it's a nice thing. He has got shackles. Kyle, shackle him. Yes, Kyle. Oh no! Oh no!
The
spinning shackles. Oh, the snakes nearly kill the Rubik though.
This Viper's just clicking people.
Oh, that was almost amazing. If Kyle had pulled that off, I would have been so impressed.
What?
So my guess is Kyle's going for Blink, by the way. If you're in a situation where you're playing the Pos 5 and you don't it's not a good lane for you, which it hasn't been. You only have mana boots at.
Ooh, that's a big kill on the courier. That's a Yasha dying.
That's good for them actually.
It just died to some
slow down
snakes.
its Manta by another minute, 2 minutes or so at least. I mean, he's gonna have the. You probably won't have the ultimate orb for a while yet.
Also, Viper got a blink.
Yeah, if you're in the situation where you're playing the Pos 5 and you haven't got the money for a blink, just get a 4-stuff. Like, you can buy the constituents, even just a fluffy hat. Like, think of how much 250 extra health, isn't it? Is it 250?
I think this Viper.
Yeah, we
blink is
realised
just a
that
bit
the
weird.
sniper is completely misskilled. We were talking about this, that the shrapnel is just the
Sniper's
wrong.
dead again.
Yeah,
Yep.
very dead. Oh, maybe. Yeah, he is. I was hoping and
I've seen
praying.
I kind of lost my will to live, to be honest, from this game. I really don't understand what Zeraxsas is
The
on.
Rubik shackles getting killed, unfortunately. See, this is the fight. It's a really nice Rubik pick because these are lots of good skills to steal. Oof. So
I also don't want to say it, but can you maybe switch to GPM real quick, Kieran?
Oh, let's have a look.
Because I want to point towards two issues on Hooligoons, and that is a Skywrath that has 0 farm, and also KBJ also having 0 farm. Which, to be fair, Skywrath, it's hard to pick up kills if you don't have any setup on your team.
You've got the shackle.
Yeah, you have the shackle, but I also don't understand why you max shackle in a game where they have so many ways to break your shackle.
I don't know.
So why don't you just pick Ether Shock and farm at least, push waves, get some gold, get other items? Kyle is the most selfish but also poorest support on this Discord.
no, exactly, Judo. He maxed this shrapnel, then hasn't been able to do anything with it. Like, he's not farming waves, he's not farming like jungles, he's not doing anything with it, and he then builds as if he's building a right-click sniper with a Hand of Midas and 2 Wraith Bands.
And no treads.
No
he's
treads.
not building any attack speed. But good news, he's building Dragon. He's building the Dragon Last first. So at least he will have 10 more damage.
That's
so he will
Orchid
hit for
finished on
92 damage.
Orchid finished on Viper now. If he waited a second for it to arrive, he has got a blink as well, which I missed. I'm like, cool, Llama should just die here, I think.
I think Llama.
Yeah,
Oh,
all 5 of them come round to get the kill there. No help for him. Paragon just has to
I
run
just got
away.
haste.
So Viper has finished the Orchid now, so pretty much.
Yeah, and also Blink Dagger.
Yeah,
so
he can kill pretty much any. He can kill this Skywrath. He can kill this Shaman.
Sniper. I
kill
think
the
it's more for the sniper. You blink on top of the sniper. What does he do?
I mean, you don't Orchid for the sniper because he's not casting the spells anyway. That's beside the point. I think Paragon might be the shining light in this team. Paragon needs to tank up. And then I don't want him to go Ags. I know people love Ags.
No, I like the Ags. I like the Ags this game.
Yeah, I think the Ags is the only saving grace for them. I don't think he needs a BKB. Fuck
I
it,
would like
just
to
go
get
Ags.
Blade Mail. I would have genuinely liked to see him get a Blade Mail.
Sure.
Because
I also don't understand why he bought a plate mail, but that's a whole nother thing.
Casual plate mail.
he wants the armor. Clearly, he wants the armor.
Oh, the criminal dive.
They're not diving for
This
it.
might be a wee bit deep, but
Shackles on
maybe
the.
it's also...
They should get the Viper here.
I think they
Shackles-
should
is
press
dead.
Fortify now.
Yeah, they get the Viper, and the Spineapple going down to the Juggle, and he does go down.
Yeah, it's a criminal dive.
Yeah, they managed to get 2 for just the
Expected him to leave.
Shaman to die, but it does mean they now have no lockdown for this the rest of the team. Because the Shaman is their only true lockdown so far.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
And Robertus going in.
He should die.
That's a little bit
It's
deep.
very deep. He
It's dead,
should die
my
here.
friend.
Excellent. Excellent, Paragon. Yes, Paragon.
Well, they don't have damage for him though.
No, they don't
So
have
he's
enough
gonna
damage
live.
because Zeraxsas has gone for this Dragonlance. I mean, what's he get instead? A Maelstrom or something, I suppose? But... Oh, stolen boat is used.
That was a stolen boat. I didn't
Yeah.
even realise.
Very nice.
I mean,
Zeraxsas, no.
I like that Zeraxsas went down the
Oh,
meme
Llama
thing, though.
really in danger
Good
here.
damage.
He goes down as well. But Kyle's back
David
in.
J's
Yes,
back.
Kyle. Cast the shackles. Do it.
Spineapple's alive as well.
I believe in the lad. The Granny's Cookie's throwing everything up the high ground. If they keep doing it, there's a good chance that Hooligoons come back into this. Just getting these little pickoffs. Cleave off him. Oh, got the... Yes! Good work, Paragon. Gets a cleave off. Positions themselves to get the
Cookies need to leave eventually. Like, they
Tidebringer.
can't sustain forever.
Click him. Click him. Why are you afraid of him? It's just there's this impasse where no one really wants to flick the Spectre, but he's got no blade mail. He's nearly out of mana. Oh, you have to come on, lads. You see the Pugner. You have a spell that silences Heretic. Come on.
I would have denied my melee Rex there.
Spectre's dead.
Spectre should die here. The shackles and the spin finally enough to take him down. Meanwhile, Viper is just clicking down
He's
Paragon.
dead.
Yeah. Should...
No, yeah, the
Oh,
orchid,
gosh,
the
yeah.
orchid pop.
I forgot about the orchid pop. Vesper's so low. He's been sitting here this whole time, but look, he's got the Seeds of Serenity. So he just sits there with his triple tranks.
And he
He's got
has
another set.
50
He's got
health
another
region.
set around. He's got another set of tranks arriving.
That's a good point, Eric. I didn't even, to be fair, I didn't even see the stolen healing ward. So I wasn't paying attention to that at all. Apparently they didn't even click the stolen healing. Rubik stole healing ward, and no one on Hooligans just clicked it, and it was just sat there.
Can you please click on the sniper?
Dare I?
He also maxed take aim.
Oh,
Yeah?
you need some headshot, my dude.
Okay. And he's finished. He's going for the Hurricane Pipe first. I just test this. Oh,
And then he builds a
Kyle.
shadow blade.
Oh no, no, that's unfortunate because
Kyle.
they've stolen snakes as well now on
Oh, Llama dead as well.
Yeah.
stolen
God, this
snakes on
Spectre's
Rubik.
huge.
Basher on Spectre as well now.
Yeah, Basher. Mantis in the backpack. Quite interesting.
Do you want the
Oh, no, he's back
clarities?
in now.
Got to get them clarities up.
Yeah, swap the wand or something. What if you need to mantra away from something? I don't know what, but what if you need to?
I honestly think I need to keep my disappointment in check. But I think, Kieran, you are to blame, as per usual. Because you made this out to be the do-or-die game for Hooligoons.
I mean, it is a bit. It is a little bit for them because, as I say, their next series is against Billionaires, which is arguably a tougher competition for them than Granny's Cookies.
This is just a die-or-die situation. There's no doing.
Well,
It's just death.
their next game is against is Billionaires. They needed to pick up a draw at least in one of these two games, one of these two series. If they don't pick up the draw, it doesn't matter what Ishitas do in their game. And if of their chance between Billionaires and Granny's Cookies, they had a much better chance, I'd say, against Granny's Cookies. But who knows? We've seen
Criminal
what
dive is back.
Juggle goes out.
Nice juggled. That's two
Should get
kills.
Spineapple as well. That's very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, Cool Armor is their way back into the game here.
And Robertus is out.
Yeah.
No X available. Or at least not in range.
But I'd say Microsoft PowerPoint's doing an excellent job on Rubik. He's really stealing these good
Yeah,
spells. I mean, they're
that's
kind of offering
true.
up on a plate for him. He's got his pick of the litter when it comes to Shaman and Sky, and even so he's stolen the boat now. Is that twice he's stolen the boat? What's he got currently?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
boat
I've just
again.
seen the message that Aid put into the Discord chat. Looks like there's been another GG incident potentially.
Yep.
Oh,
Kieran, we
good
have
stuff.
another topic for this week's podcast. That's the good news.
Can it be about pies this time?
Yeah,
We're
so
probably gonna do it pie related.
I believe that was in a Team Stray Bad Lads series. I believe there was another GG incident. This time in the draft.
Oh dear.
Okay, so they take the Tormentor. And it goes the way of Heretic. Not the worst shard. It used to be terrible. I quite like this shard now. It's not the best thing. Like, you wouldn't want to buy it, but free from the Tormentor, sure. The alternative would be Kyle has
Better
his...
on a winning Skyrath. It
Yeah,
feels
I
pretty
mean, I
bad
might
on
have
a
liked it on
attack
the
from
Kunka.
behind.
The tidal wave is a lot of control. Otherwise, you maybe
Yeah,
lack a little
Tidal
bit.
Wave's Especially on a high ground push where you can push people around up hills, down hills.
No point having it on the sniper. He has Hurricane Pike already, so he doesn't need any more control.
There is a dead hero in the mid line. KBJ doesn't know it yet, but...
doesn't look particularly dead.
No, he looks alright. They're going on the Kunkka instead, as I was looking at. Brought 4 heroes to kill the Kunkka. They used a stolen boat, which they still have for, what is that, another 120 seconds, another 2 minutes of stolen boat. Okay, so Heretics fall into the trap of going to an Atos. I don't, again, this is another thing I don't like on Scarab. People love it, but...
No, I think Atos is fairly core to the hero.
I think the problem is he needs the Atos this game. He doesn't have any other setup. So if he doesn't buy it, he doesn't do anything
Shackles,
with the
and then you can also do it on Rubik, when Rubik inevitably steals Shackles and stands there shackling someone.
Yeah.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, the
Bum, 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 bum. I love when Kunkkas X themselves back, because they also, when someone's not super familiar with the hero, they sort of clear a wave and then they sort of stand there for a little while longer, because they're like, well, I'm going to get X back anyway, so I might as well just wait here and let it drag me back.
Oh, Kyle is getting an Aghanim Scepter, by the way. It's halfway to the item.
Sake, not again.
This is criminal, Kyle.
It's the same items.
It's the same items.
Oh, I've got a message from the stats man in the back office. Pugna has 5 tranquil boots.
Oh my gosh.
5 tranks.
5 sets of tranks. This man is going
Thank you, Professor Orc in the stats room that's
Beautiful.
just sent me a message.
Yes, 78 HP regen.
79 by the looks of it.
Christ.
Yeah, Kyle, this is a criminal criminal shaman build. Oh, stolen snakes dropped, and snakes dropped. There's snakes everywhere. Heretic's stuck in snakes and doesn't realize they're not his. Llama's in amongst them.
Dead.
They get a kill on Nightstalk, which is good. The stolen snakes were really pinning in Heretic then. I didn't see... Poison Wall did get dropped down. I haven't seen Sky blow themselves up on it yet, but it looked like it was pretty close then.
That is the...
Stolen Tidal Wave. So he has got the Sharpen thing. I quite like the Tidal Wave. It's really good for this circumstance where you want to keep them at range from your sniper.
By the way, this Rubik is building an Axe, so we are in for a fun time.
I think that's quite fun.
I actually think it's quite good. I mean, they're far enough ahead, I would say, that he can afford to do that. Notably, he has a Blink Dagger, so he can position himself, and he has an Ether Lens.
And
so
Ether Lens.
Yeah. So
that's unlimited range on this.
Compare that to Mr. Shaman over here. What does this Axe offer you right now that is so important to rush it above anything else?
You can maybe push racks with it, Kieran.
You think they're getting near the tier 2s?
I mean, to be fair, it puts out a lot of damage in the team fight, and you'd at least guarantee damage.
It does. I can't wait for the Rubik to get his Axe and then have that as damage as well.
I mean, he would get that as well, even if KBJ doesn't build it.
So. I know, but why would you? Of all the items you could get, I hate this. I can't stress enough.
In other news, there's a sequel to the build.
I hate this. On a pos 5,
it's so selfish.
Not even a Blink Dagger. Like a Blink Dagger at least lets you position it a bit better, so you're not just having to face off with.
Kieran, why would they position? They are gonna high ground defend for the next 20 minutes, and then they are gonna lose.
Okay, so a 4-star then. A Glimmer. Items that would maybe save someone who's on a dieback, or it just so. Because the only save item on the whole of Hooligoons right now is on their mid line in the form of a Hurricane Pike. So,
Kieran, we have a rule on this Discord, and that is if you buy a Glimmer Cape on anyone but Coop as a support, you never use it on your carry.
Okay. Spectre also has a Skadi finish now, in addition to the Basher and the Manta, so it's looking very spooky. Kunkka is going back for the Axe. I would have liked to
Rush
see him.
free bomb.
Okay, you think it's alright. He has got Crystalis now finished on Zeraxsas. So if he stands his ground and gets his right clicks off, he's going back for if he stands his ground, he needs someone to help him though. The Rubik's going to lift him into the Spectre. Hurricane Pike used.
He's used lift anywhere.
The save is used. The Hurricane Pike comes out.
Ooh.
Catched it. Unfortunately, the phase boots should mean the Spectre just walks away from the shrapnel.
That's a dead Viper. That is a very good start to the fight.
Juggernaut used. Yeah, Paragon is going after running after the thing. Spineapple's in on top of Zeraxsas now.
But the Healing Ward is still down and kicking for Dire.
Oh.
And they kill the Spineapple as well.
What the hell happened there? Christ. We're a little bit careful. He has got Aegis still, but he might drop. They might lose it here.
Llama might
maybe
die.
dropping.
Llama does.
Don't manage to get killed.
Vesper's
Vesper's just here, keeping them all topped up. They've got to get on top of onto the Vesper.
74 health per second.
This was still such a good fight for Dire.
Yeah, it was brilliant. They lost the Jug. In return, they get the Night Stalker and the Viper. I would have really liked to see them try and finish that, take that Aegis then. So let me put something forward to you. What was the problem in that fight for Hooligoons?
Sniper has no damage.
Well, yeah, there's a problem. Yes, he's got a Crystalis now, so he has a nice crit chance and a bit of damage. But the problem was that they had that Vesper was sat there, literally topping them up constantly. Like Spectre was able to drop out of that fight, regen up thanks to the Pugner, and then come back in. And we saw that Paragon tried to go on the Pugner, but wasn't able to do anything about it really. But imagine if KBJ had a Blink Dagger. He could have blinked this. He's now abandoned the axe.
Oh, no, Kyle. At least commit.
Tell me that his courier has the...
No.
4 stuff on the way.
Oh, he finishes the 4 stuff.
That's someone on his team has spotted that and gone, Kyle, you.
Falca, I'm blaming you.
Yeah,
if you sent a DM there.
That feels criminal. I gotta say, if you message Kyle, or you told Kyle, by the way, you need to get a 4-star before you get this thing.
Throwing shade there, by the way.
No, I'm straight up saying if you did that, you should be ashamed of yourself because that is despicable behavior.
It's not only criminal. I think it's also like at least if you make a bad play, double down on it.
Yeah, also make the instructions clear. Say after the Ags, get to the 4-star. Oh gosh, because now he's got even more gold to try and get this Ags right, and he's got a blade of alacrity.
He's got 2,000 wasted gold in his backpack.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I mean,
it's in the inventory at least, and it's armor and health, so it's not wasted.
Oh, this is Kyle being shackled, by the way, not the other way around.
Oh, Vesper low. 11 seconds till his 5 tranquil boots come online again.
Yeah. So if Kyle had a blink dagger, he could have blinked to the side in that fight. He didn't have to go anywhere near the brawl that was going on. He could have blinked off to the side and shackled this Pugner. He would have died for it, of course. But in that time that the Pugner was down, or they turned his attention to them, that was a great opportunity for his team to try and pick off this Aegis and/or this.
Ooh, nice ultimate!
Oh, Crep saves him though.
Good job on the.
They should get the.
We feared it.
They do get the. Aegis.
Aegis down.
Yep. I don't think they can kill this.
Oh.
Again.
Spectre might be dying again.
Shackle him. Oh, you did shackle him. Okay.
He's used shackle already.
No, the wave's saving him.
Oh, the blade mail.
The wave saved him. You pushed him out of the range of the snakes that were clicking him.
Good news, by the way. Rubik just finished the Aghanim Scepter. It is on courier. It's flying out.
It has
the game will end soon.
Imagine if they'd stolen Ags. Imagine if they had Ag snakes then, Kyle. Big flamed you for going for Ags. Imagine if that had been Ag snakes clicking the Spectre.
I hope that Kyle cast his Q afterwards. Nice. Okay, so snakes can't be stolen now.
At least not yet. Not for another 65 seconds.
Spectre's back in.
Spectre's in amongst them. Dead Heretic has got buyback. Does
time.
have to buy back kicks.
Double buyback.
Archd is in as well.
It is go time.
Oh, the damage.
All 3 of them stunned there. What a stunning of all 3 of them. Was that just Spectre alternating the hits on them?
Paragon as well.
Just
Let's die back.
That Chums has got to be GG.
Just call it.
Unfortunately,
that was a hard-fought game, but It is very hard to win
I gotta
with
say,
4 heroes against 6.
Props to Paragon there. Like, I think Paragon really did so much better that
most
game.
improved one definitely goes to Paragon.
I asked for Paragon to play better. I should have asked everyone to play better. So I take the blame.
I mean, clearly think they've got one more fight in it. They've got 30 seconds till Jug is back up. 40 seconds till Kunker's back up.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Kyle's back up. Come on, Kyle.
Yes, Kyle.
Now's your
get
time
them.
to shine. Let's go. We're on Kyle cam. Let's go. Drops the big snakes.
Down.
Does manage to
Snakes
get the
down.
hex off. And dies.
Oh,
And
the
Heretic
remix
dies.
stolen.
1 second and then Jug is up. Jug is up, so it's all or nothing. Go time, baby.
Just have his ult.
So I believe that Zeraxsas did less than 6,000 damage right clicking.
Oh,
Juggle
he's
on
got,
the Spectre.
but he's got the Q.
Oh,
the
the
crap's
Q.
available. Spin on him. You got
It's
him.
not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Why can't I control a
It
counter?
might happen. Oh no, Pug just gave
It's
it the
not gonna
heal.
happen.
I've got myself locked on Kyle Cow and I can't get it off. Okay, I've only locked it to a hero. Camera lock on hero.
It's still not gonna happen. Robertus is cleaning up.
Can't change the camera view.
Zeraxsas is using Shadow Blade, but he can't get away. Yeah, that's
Yes,
pretty much
Kyle.
it. But the last guy who lives is Kyle, and
Yes.
at least Kieran is.
No, I
on
managed
his
to like,
ass
keep
with
tapping
the
it
cam.
away briefly to other heroes, but
Okay.
I believe that's it. GG.
Well played by Granny's Cookies, honestly.
Yeah,
Played really
well
well
played.
both games.
Very well played.
Props to Vesper.
Well deserved.
Great
W there.
battery, good stand-in. Well played, Granny's Cookies. Weebs, you got a lot to live up for. What happens when
I think Weeps is kicked and Vesper's in.
Vesper's in? Not sure how Bingus will feel about that, but there we are. Is it Bingus that he plays for?
Maybe. It could be.
It could be. Okay, I'm wrong. Zeraxsas did 11k right-click damage, so I am gonna eat my hat. Did 23k damage this
He also
game,
got
which
0
was the
kills.
most on his team, to be honest. So, good performance. Zeraxsas, well played. Impact from the midline.
Yeah, but then you look at the Sniper, the Spectre damage, and the Viper damage, the Rubik damage. The Rubik only just loses out to him. But there we are. So that puts Hooligoons in a little bit of a tricky situation.
I think billionaires. I'm gonna say it now. Billionaires, please pick all the unpicked heroes in your series.
And give
Pick
Kyle
Chen,
Witch
pick
Doctor.
Meepo,
Give Kyle Witch
give
Doctor.
Kyle Witch Doctor, give this team a chance to win. Because,
All
by
they
God,
need
they
is a
need it.
draw, and to billionaires, they can afford to lose one game. Can they? Let me have a quick look at that. Billionaires are 3-3-0 currently, which means they are sitting currently in the upper bracket. They do
They are
also have to play.
third place, aren't
They
they?
also have to play Jeff. Yeah, they've got Jeff to play as well.
Yeah.
But I think they can afford to lose a game to Billionaires. If they lose a game, let's say they draw, and let's say they beat Jeff. If they beat Jeff, they're comfortably in the upper bracket. If they lose to Jeff, that puts them at 3-3-1, and then they're reliant on Lagoon, the Bad, and the Ugly not winning against Jeff as well. That's both of Jeff's teams.
No. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And so, yeah, they can afford to drop a game and still be in the upper bracket.
I honestly think can they though, because you don't really want to get 4th place in Group A, because that means you probably get shat on by Too Hot for Dota in the first
Potentially.
round upper bracket.
As Oak says, let Hooligoons eat the rich. Eat the rich. Eat the rich. Eat the rich. Billionaires don't need that win. I hope that Billionaires accidentally called GG in the first 5 minutes, and because of the current.
Yeah, I mean they do have the Bleak Giant on their team who did already call GG once, I think. So chances are that this might happen again. Missed last hit, first wave, GG, game lost.
That's what's going to happen now. But man, I think Granny's Cookies, well done.
I wanna
very well.
I wanna say ArchD played super well from the midline, and I honestly think Spineapple recovered remarkably
You said they're quite new,
remarkably
didn't you?
well.
I mean, they played pretty well for a pretty relatively new player. Like, I think as a player, they all they need to do is be a little bit quicker on some of their items. Like
Do you want to chat with anyone from Granny's Cookies?
I just want to say Spineapple has 165 games.
Okay,
if on this account.
Yeah.
And I think that's his only account. So
I've heard his old called Sean Connery. I've heard
Sean Back and Connery.
Sean Back and Connery. Yeah.
That's what I heard at least.
That'd be good to. Do you want to talk to anyone from Granny's Cookies?
Get Microsoft PowerPoint in here. 7021. I want to talk to this man.
Oh wait,
or program.
And can we ask him what Pi likes as well?
If he's from the UK.
I mean, places other than the UK like Pi, you know, Librarian.
But there are not many places that have something like Pi.
That's what the Empire was for, really, just spreading Pi around the world.
Is there specific Pi in India?
I reckon there are Pies in India. Not many, to be honest.
Unfortunately, I can't jump into their voice channel to ask them. And
Chicken tikka pie.
Message.
Ooh, I mean, we don't. Well, chicken tikka is also not authentically Indian.
Yeah, that's why I meant that's probably then the blend back from.
I'd eat it. I'd eat that. That sounds pretty good to me.
With gravy on top.
Not with gravy. No, you don't have curry and gravy. That sounds like an abomination.
Yeah, you draw a line there.
Oh yeah, there are lines. There are lines.
I haven't heard anything back, so in the interim, I guess we'll leave it there. Hang on, I say that now.
Oh.
Well, I've been tagged in. Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's
messaged. He's ignored the message I sent him.
Yeah. Do we just jump into Gunter National General, Kieran?
Yes.
To get the interview there. And if anyone intrudes, we kick them.
Oh, yeah, okay, sure. Let's move to Gunter National General.
Okay.
Oh, just gonna. Perfect. Thank you very much. Yeah, we were in a secret cast room, so we were waiting. You should be able to see us in Gunter National General now.
Okay.
You would be supposed to join us.
Stesi hasn't joined us though, so.
Hello.
Hi, hello. What's up?
Hello, welcome. You're for some reason not showing up on stream, but we are joined by Microsoft PowerPoint.
Who sits in a wind tunnel.
Sitting in a wind tunnel, yeah.
Let me turn it off real quick.
This is your normal mic. You sound like you're super far away. So you were playing Rubik in the last game, which is congratulations, first of all, on your 2-0. Well played. There was some excellent spell stealing going on there. We saw you get off Stolen Boat a couple of times, Stolen Snakes, lots of Stolen Shackles.
I think I was lucky, if I'm being honest.
So
being very modest.
How are you feeling about this? You're coming into the final week. You have another game in hand, is that right, or is that your last game that you've just played?
This is our last game, yeah.
Oh, okay, so that's you fixed in the table.
Yep.
So how have you felt about the group stages? How have they gone for you?
It was okay. In the last 3 games, we went 1-1 all of our games, so that's nice, I guess. So at least we didn't lose 2-0. Then so it's okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. It was perfectly at the middle.
Sometimes that's all right though. Sometimes it's you need the fire under the lower bracket to make the run.
We are currently, I think we're at 8-8, like 8 wins, 8 losses exactly.
Yes, so, I think that will put you at 8-8. So yeah, that makes sense. And then and that means you'll be on 2 wins, 4 draws, and 2 losses. So you are perfectly balanced down the middle.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I just noticed at the end I didn't die a single one, which was hilarious.
Yeah, you had a great game on Rubik. I mean, you did exactly the kind of thing that we accused Goon Rubiks of not doing well enough, which is sitting on the back and just blasting away with your spells, rather than having to be in there and trying to right-click stuff down. You did a lot of.
Mostly when I play Rubik, I just tend to just go in, just try to disrupt everything. I was lucky I didn't die a single time when I did that.
Out of curiosity, how inspired were you by Alex Good to Rubik?
I don't think I've watched that.
No, clearly you haven't, because otherwise you'd be playing a lot worse, frankly.
Yeah, otherwise it would be 0-21 and 7.
So obviously you had a stand in the form of Vesper, standing in as your +5,
Yeah.
in place of Weebs. How was that like?
It was very goony, if I had to say, but it was fun.
You mean the 5 Tranquil Boots Pugner is not what you expected?
No, it's what we expected, because Vesper already, on our first game, Vesper subbed in for Weebs already. And that is exactly what we did on the second game. And we won.
Yeah,
it's
really impressive.
Yeah, certainly in the first game it looked like it made a lot of sense with the Storm and the Medusa on your team to have this Pugner.
Yeah.
And then in game 2 we had what was the thought in game 2? Because you didn't necessarily have this hero that you needed to top up constantly, but it seemed like he was just sitting there as like a health battery for you.
Oh, the reason why? Yeah, that's literally the reason why. Whenever he joined, we already said, pick Pugna. Because we know he was going to do the 3 Tranquils, and we usually just pick Pugna.
Were you surprised that they let it through in game 2? Because, I think they had many issues with it in game 1 already, with the Pugna. So walk us a little bit through your draft.
Oh, game 2. Literally, Vesper said, whatever the +1 wants is what I will play. And literally just Robert picked Pugna. So
fair enough.
No, not really any costs went in.
Okay. So what was it like? What's it been like playing with Big Weapon? Obviously, Weebs. It's not your +5. What's it like playing with him? Because we've seen him play some wacky stuff like Enigma and things.
Oh yeah, very funny. I noticed his gameplay style is very what you call it, very greedy. But sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
But hence the perfectly average. That's the case. It's whether he goes for greedy or not, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was a really good performance from you in both games. In fact, was it Venge in the first game you played?
Yeah, Venge isn't really my best hero, but I couldn't really get off any good swaps.
Yeah, it's a tough one, but I mean, you seem to do your job admirably. You kept a lot of the heroes in the fight when you needed to, and some good swaps to save from what otherwise looked like could be easy pick-offs for Hooligoons. So well done in that regard. I'm a big fan of Venge as a hero. I think it's a really fun one to play.
Mostly when I play Venge, it's just if I can't really swap, I just stun them and just chase them down. That's mostly my Venge gameplay. Just be that support that is very annoying. That is literally that's why I love Venomancer.
Oh no!
Support that is annoying. I just level Venomous Gale and I just slow them in lane, not let them do anything.
Yeah, we have a known Venom enjoyer in chat. Shout out to Coop, who's a big fan of the Snake Boy.
One thing from me, if you don't mind me asking.
Sorry?
If you choose a pie to eat, a savoury, specifically, what savoury pie would you go for?
Not really a pie enjoyer.
Oh, for God's sake, right?
The fact being, we don't really have pies from where I am, so I haven't eaten one.
Bam! Bam! I told you so.
That's it. I'm done. I'm done.
Stesi's out.
Stesi's out.
Gravy's gone. Bovril's at end.
Yeah. Gravy. Gravy's not the same as Bovril.
Oh god! You don't get me started on Bovril.
The funny thing is, I'm playing all the way from India.
Wow, that's some good ping you got going on then.
I know. I played normally with 160 ping because before I have decent internet, the 160 ping was my norm. So it's really no problem for me.
You are actually from India.
Yes, I am actually from India.
He's playing.
Sorry, that is very funny because Stesi and I just talked bollocks after game 2, and we were discussing whether India had pies imported back from the UK, and you had a specific variety. And Stesi said, "Of course they have pies. Do you have pies?"
Somewhere?
There are pies, but they're not very common. They're not common, but there are.
Okay.
What about a pucker pie?
Guys, what the fuck is that?
Oh, you remember pucker pie?
Pucker is a
Oh
brand
my
of
God.
pie.
Oh.
It's a well-known brand of pie in the UK.
It's
Usually found
the
at
worst
football.
ones you can
Usually
buy.
found at football and rugby stadiums.
Okay, but thank you very much for coming into the interview and also responding to any question, may it be as dumb as mine. You played very well. Give our best to your team. I think you deservedly won 2-0 in the series. And I hope you have a good time in the playoffs as well.
Yeah, good luck
Thank
the
you
rest of the
very
tournament.
All right,
Thanks
I
for
will
your
take
time,
my
Matt.
leave now.
Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much.
Bye-bye.
All right, and that's it from us. So thank you very much for anyone who watched.
Enjoy it.
We can go and have a chat about pies now. Go and watch the other games if there is any on. I'm not sure there is any left on tonight. The rest will be.
I think they all finished.
Yeah, all finished around about the same time. It looks like. So we won't need to raid into anyone, which is good.
Yeah, we're all done.
Yeah, I thought the Mancaf versus George Foreman and Grill might finish later, but no, they seem to have done as well.
Yeah, John said it all done as well.
So it looks like the next games are not till Saturday. It is 2 Hot for Dota versus on Dr. Jonas's channel, and then another game on Sunday. We're still missing quite a lot from Group A. We haven't had any of the Jeff games yet, all the Bingus Academy games, all the Billionaires games. So we'll look forward to those coming up.
I mean, yeah, we know that Jeff will play on the weekend one series. They might need to push a series to next week, but that's still to be discussed. But I think Group B is, I think they threatened. But I think Group B is almost done, probably.
Yeah.
Stinkies probably need to play 2 series. But other than that,
is that what we have?
Closing in.
Yeah, Stinkies have a game on Sunday scheduled and a TBD game.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it looks like Group B is probably locked in.
Yeah, I mean, it's too hot for Dota versus on Saturday, which is the big game in this group.
A big tie for the lower bracket. We could have a 3-way tie between Stray, George Foreman and Grill, and Stinky's Holy Warriors. Depending on the results. Stray, depending on how
Stray and Stinkies play against one another. Yeah.
Did Stray lose to Bad Lads?
Yeah, they lost.
Did. George Foreman and Grill lost. So they're 1-7. Team Stray are 1-6. And then Stinkies is
so if
0-6.
Stinkies win, they actually tie.
No, if
if they lose to Mancav,
if Stinkies win, they will be in 7th
for last place. Yeah.
No, if Stinkies win against Stray, that puts Stray in last place because they'll be 1-7. They'll be tied with George Foreman and Grill 1-7. Stinkies will be on 2-6, right?
No, Stinkies haven't won a game.
Oh, sorry, they'll have to win. If they win a game, so they can win they have to win one of the games coming up, either against Mancaf or against Stray.
Yeah, they need to win the series, not the game.
Yes. Yeah, right, the series.
So, and I think the most likely one is that they win against Stray, and then we would have a 3-way tie for last place, or like whoever.
Yes, yeah. Right. Thanks everyone for joining.
Cool.
Have a good evening, everybody else. And
cheers, Stesi, for being here.
Thank you very much, Stesi, for joining.
Problem.
Yeah. Thank you, Librarian. Thank you for joining. Thank you for casting. And see you next time.
Bye-bye.